After a move of over 50% in a matter of weeks, Bitcoin is now down a grand total of 5%, and people are asking, is it all over? Alright guys, so in today's video, I'm gonna basically explain to you, very short, very sweet, why if you sell now, this could be the biggest mistake you make in the entire run. But before we get into that, you know what to do. Run up the like button, subscribe if you're new, let's get it. Okay, it's Friday, no yapping today guys, we're gonna speed through this. I went on Twitter today and people are now saying we're in 2021, we've time traveled back in time and that we're going into a bear market. And what if it's a double top? Just like in 2021, what if we're going down? Now, if this is true, guys, in the double top of 2021, that's where we saw the altcoin season. Have we seen the altcoin season yet? No. Now, I personally do not think it's like 2021, and I'm not worried at all, guys. This was posted in the members club approximately 12 days ago, 13 days ago. And we said when we were approaching the all-time highs, if Bitcoin stays consistent and we're following, then we should expect a dip under the previous range high, followed by a quick pump back to new highs in the coming weeks. We're now in the midst of that dump, guys. And it's probably good for sentiment as well. If we can continue the dump and we go back down into neutral, this is going to be like rocket fuel for the next pump back to new all-time highs. Now, we're going to use ETH as an example for this video, but guys, you can use it for all of your altcoins. Again, this was posted the beginning of the week. I said I'm going big on ETH next week, so probably by the end of this weekend, going into Monday, Tuesday, there's going to be a crazy buying opportunity. Because if we know that there's going to be a dip coming around the all-time high, then we know for our altcoins we're going to be getting this time to buy opportunity. And many of you guys, you watch Camel, and he actually did post this the other day, I reshared it, saying that we're entering a cycle low window. So that backs up my thesis that we were due a pullback in this time, not only for Bitcoin, but for our altcoins, and this is a great buying opportunity. But how low do you reckon we could go? Well, if we do break out of this ascending triangle, guys, then probably on the daily, we're going down to retest the 100 MA. And that's going to be around 2.27k. Remember, the longer it takes to reach this MA, the higher the MA is going to go. So it could come out of this time to buy zone. Could be 2.3, could be 2.34, could be 2.4k. But all I know is when we do start to approach the 100 MA, we will be picking up more. And remember, we've got some big levels of support at around 2.45 and 2.35k. You'll regret selling because institutions are not selling, they're buying the dip. Nearly $100 million of ETF inflows into ETH yesterday, okay? It's picking up day by day. And all we're doing right now is retesting ranges. We broke out. We had massive monster moves, guys. We pumped up over 100% for some of our altcoin positions over a matter of, 6 weeks. To have a little bit of a pullback, 10% is a little bit of a pullback when you've pumped up over 100% is normal. And then we're seeing bullish divergences in many of our altcoin charts. Again, the OBV actually did print a buy signal at the lows at around 1800, which we picked up, which is where we picked up more altcoins, guys. So again, for us to start to say, right, no, bear market's in, as we're printing buy signals, bullish divergences in the macro does not make sense. Have a look at all your altcoins at the end of the day, guys, because we will hold different things. But ARB and OP are two of my top Ethereum beta plays when it comes to L2. I mean, you open it up and on the weekly, looks ready to send. On the daily, looks ready to send. Again, these things can grind out around the lows right now, but it does look like we're getting a change in market structure for a lot of our altcoins, guys. And these things take time, but the last time the 50 MA crossed the 100 MA, ETH pumped from 2.3k to 4.1k in 1 month. And what did that mean for our altcoins, guys? Some of the altcoins outperformed. Some of them did very similar gains, but that again is nearly 100% in a month. With these bullish crosses, yes, they do normally continue to the upside, but it is very common that we have pullbacks into bullish crosses before resuming the uptrend. We're around here, we can't be naive and we can't just say, you know what, we're going to just blow through all-time highs. I mean, you look at gold, and what happened with gold, it peaked its head through the all-time high, had a pullback, and then went absolutely parabolic. You can see SPX kind of struggling, but Bitcoin pretty much doing the exact same thing as what gold's doing, right? Pull back to 105k, which myself and the members club were expecting. Are we going to be pumping to new all-time highs in the coming weeks? I do think so, guys, and you're seeing the sentiment flip here. Remember where we are on the quarterly. It's easy to be zoomed into the daily. Some people get really upset because they've bought into the top now. They bought into 113k. They waited for altcoins to pump, which is not what we do. But right now, Bitcoin quarterly returns 30%, ETH quarterly returns 45%. And when it comes to the Bitcoin chart, it's just doing its thing, guys. So again, we're going to have a lot of support between 105 to 100k. People are now posting charts all the way back down to 88k. And just be careful, guys, because these same idiots were posting things saying that we were going to 45k when we were at 74k, right? Please, please, please remember the accounts that have been doing this, because I try my best to keep you guys chilling, and I try and keep you guys chilling at the lows. I know it's the most emotional part at the lows, because obviously altcoins aren't doing as well as what most of us would have expected by now. But I do think the altcoin window will be coming probably more towards the end of the cycle. In this last pump, we'll get our altcoin windows when Bitcoin dominance does start to drop. But don't be flooded out at the lows, guys, right? If you bought 74k, you're winning. The same way with ETH, right? We were tracking this for God knows how long, and I kept telling you guys, buy the trend lines, right? Buy this low here at 1300. We're buying this accumulation, and so far it's done so well, right? Our trend line buy in that little green dot is still up 86% after a pullback. My buy here with the members club is still up 44%. So again, another reason why I can be a bit more chilled. But yeah, this was probably just going to be a super quick one. I'll get in some altcoin picks again, maybe later today. You guys let me know what altcoins you want me to cover in the next video. But listen, man, happy Friday. Be careful of these retards on crypto Twitter, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Peace.